I 27F took my boyfriend's virginity, 26M, expecting him to love sex but doesn't seem like it. He's been waiting to have sex until he found someone he could see a future with. We were dating for 6 months when he decided he wanted to with me. I was expecting him to come right away, but he didn't come at all. I thought because he was nervous, but now 4 months later, he still can't. I was also expecting him to want it so often, but it seems like he doesn't really enjoy it much. He says he is still getting used to it and is taking some time, but I can't help but feel like maybe he doesn't like it with me. Noting that we do a lot of positions and it's good sex. However, I am often the one to initiate, trying to give him grace since it's so new to him, but it's slowly depleting my self-esteem. Also, before having sex the first time, we did do oral foreplay, and even that, he could never come from BJ. Is this because for 26 years he's been so used to masturbating? Can I have a guy's perspective? Or even girls who have dealt with this, how did you handle it? \*pic/**, edit, everything else in our relationship is great. My M22, GF, F22, just told me she would break up with me if she didn't like our sex life. Little does she know I already don't enjoy it. What would you do if you were in my situation? Me M22 and my GF, F22, were discussing about another people's relationships. One of the couples we discussed about was my old roommate and his GF. My old friend told me they're rarely having sex with his GF cause his GF does not like whole concept of having sex. When I bragged about it to my GF, F22, she told me if one of us doesn't enjoy sex that we should break up. I've paused a bit after she said that. She asked me is everything all right, and I just said of course. Little does she know I almost never enjoy our sex life and trying to used to that. On the other hand, during our intimacy, she orgasms quite often, shakes after and during sex. I don't want to disappoint her, but this situation is being a burden to me. What would you do if you were in my situation? 30F my 30M keeps commenting on what I eat with a magnifying glass. How do I go about telling him how this makes me feel? My so and I have been married for almost 5 months. He had made some weight-based comments in the past that were extremely hurtful. We talked about it, and he said he would stop. For context, I have autoimmune condition, and my metabolism has changed since the onset of the disease. I am not fat by any means. I have a slimmer waist and thicker thighs and butt. Aliso has stopped with the weight comments. When I met you were so much thinner, I am not attracted to fat women, etc. He now picks on me if I ever have something remotely unhealthy. I follow a high-fiber, high-protein diet 90% of the time. Sometimes, I'll have a cup of hot cocoa. It's a comfort thing, but I do not gorge on it. Last night, I made a nice, healthy meal for the two of us. I had worked 2 jobs that day, and decided to have a cup of hot cocoa after dinner and relax. So doesn't say thank you for dinner and jumps right to this, you're having that again? You will ruin everything you did at the gym. You need to stop drinking that SH1T, otherwise, I never want to hear you say you feel sick ever again. Maybe his intention was good, but immediately my mind jumped back to the weight comments from last year that utterly sucked. Yesterday, my sister had actually commented how I look great. I've lost 6 pounds so far since I saw a dietitian in early March, and now I feel disgusting again. I've never been fat. I'm not skinny and could afford to lose some weight, hence why I'm diligent about the gym and eating clean, but having a cup of hot cocoa for a night and calculating it into my daily calorie count is not going to detail that. Also pointed out that he drinks a ton of beer and eats McDonald's and BK frequently, to which he replied, well, I'm healthy, it's different for me. Aka he's super thin. I can't help but feel hurt and discouraged. When I tried to convey my feelings calmly, I got called sensitive and childish. I just really don't think a cup of cocoa warranted his response, but I'm curious what people think and how I should go about calmly, today, talking about it with him. His way of resolving things is acting like they never happened, but I think since this has come up at various points, I can't let it go. My husband, 30M, finally admitted he doesn't find my 29F body attractive. Yesterday, my husband told me that he hasn't found me sexually attractive in over a year. We just got married 6 months ago. I am dealing with the onset of hypothyroidism and have gained between 25-30 pounds. I think I still look good because I have a nice curvy figure, or at least I used to feel that way. I am absolutely crushed because we were doing premarital counseling and he was holding this back. He blamed the lack of sex on his work stress and lack of exercise. He told me to my face that he still found me attractive. I've been doing my part, going to the doctors, blood testing, walking 10K steps daily, weightlifting 3x per week. I don't eat like crap and have cut down my portions. I keep losing and gaining the same 10 pounds. He does not take care of himself to the same standard as me, but he's thin naturally. I've been in and out of therapy for an eating disorder my entire adult life. All the women in my family have one, and it's well known that my family is hypercritical of looks and weight. I grew up in this toxic system. I saw my mom, who also has hypo-talked to herself like she was a pig. Now as I become a woman, my body looks a lot like hers, and it takes everything in me not to hate it. I don't know where to go from here. I don't know how to rebuild trust and be myself around him. I am struggling to stop second-guessing the past and not feel like he lied to me for over a year. I can't imagine why you would marry someone you're not attracted to physically. How do I move forward with this? Overflow parking at home. I live in a small neighborhood. It's me, wife, and children, all under 10. My neighbors have maybe 7-8 people living in the house. Let's say mom, dad, adult children, and their partners, all over the age of 25. If I had to make an assumption, they hardly interact with us, which is fine. Like the Ron Swanson, the man only spoke 2 words to me, was the best friend I ever had, but I digress. We have 3 vehicles total in our driveway. My neighbors have 7. They take up their driveway and just use the front of our house as their personal spots. I'm 30, they just trounce all over the front part of the yard, blast music, let the vehicles run all the time, just idling, slamming doors, you name it. I've got kids in the house, and it's just a pain in the ass anytime they wake up from their foolishness. I don't have much of a hill to stand on because it's public, so I was thinking one day. Well shoot, I've got an F-250 that will take up quite a bit of real estate in the front. So I moved the truck from the driveway into the front of the house and stopped right at the property line. This gives them enough room for a motorcycle to park, and they don't have one. I parked it there for 2 weeks straight. Then every now and again, I'd watch the neighbors inconvenience the other neighbors by parking in front of their houses. After about 2 weeks, I rolled the truck back a few feet to give them one open slot in front of my house to park. The truck has been sitting there for 2 years. Now they show a little more respect to the one spot area that I'm allowing them to park.